Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Young man, welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
You know, Mama.
Go get him, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
Oh, man. Well. Alright, well. Guys. So, I'm back. And this will be my commentary video. I'm gonna start doing commentary if y'all like it. It's going my views. I chose a waste of time. I got picked to the Pacers, and like it been crazy today because like I streamed this morning and I was still streaming until the PSN network went down. So they hit on with the layup. Oh man. Well, here we go. First game. Still this right now. Gotta hit that jump shooter up, you feel me? Gotta have that bad range. Have the ball handles. If you don't have the ball handles, get ripped, you feel me? Where's my phone?
Ricky Ross, T-Pain. Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 4.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later, Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Joseph in for DeMar Carroll. And what a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Wilson.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg.
And a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Wilson.
Yeah, and he's playing it cool right now, but let me tell you, I'm sure that basket means the world to him. There's nothing like the first one.
My thought is he's probably just happy to have it out of the way. I mean, no more waiting and wondering when it'll come. Those first points are finally in the rearview mirror.
And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic Clark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
1:44 left in the first. Stuckey outside. Wilson against DeRozan. Freak kicks to Mahinmi. And stolen by Patterson. From downtown. Here's Ross. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 3. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Stuckey with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Wilson. Turner with the screen for Freak. Up off the screen. Kicks it out to Ellis. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Joseph dishes to DeRozan. He kicks to Johnson. Stuckey against DeRozan, and Ellis with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Solid.
For the Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Patterson. Scola comes in for James Johnson. DeMar Carroll's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Ross. And so in the game for the Pacers, Wilson in at shooting guard. Paul George is out there with Lavoy Allen. And there's Hill, and it's Hill in at the pivot, manning the middle. Pacers trail by 4. Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
Valanciunas, the shot is off, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Hill passes to Hill. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
Just 5 on the clock. Carroll with the 3. Raptors get it back. Scola kicks to Joseph. Back to Scola. Toronto working the ball around now. Paul George with the steal. The finish. Hammers it home. The foul shot, the break.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple. And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
Just 3 to shoot. And the Raptors miss again.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lowry against Hill. Here's Valanciunas. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Wilson. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Indiana out in front as they go on a 10-0 run to end the period. Wilson. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it for the...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, DeRozan is capable of just going off on any night. You know, his leadership, though, whew, that sets him apart right there. DeMar leads by example, and his team feeds off that good energy.
This was a complete performance we witnessed here tonight, Ernie.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting...
Fish. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung. News cameras never come. You and your man's hung in every verse in your rhyme. Where the was slung. Vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come. We throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans was to get funded. Skate up the city to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds. Still I gave straight.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
The road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Indiana Pacers are ready to go. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. It's been a tremendous beginning to the new season. They are now 5-1.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter of if they could get the most out of it.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Checked in for Cleveland. Wilson, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for C.J. Miles.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Hill, and it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. Now here's James. Count the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9. Over the rest of the season, once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Here's James after Jordan Hill's bucket. Stuckey with it. Right side Hill. Outside Wilson. Three-pointer. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Wilson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for James. LeBron with another miss.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And the basket by Hill.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
1:29 left to play in the first. Irving against Hill. Irving dishes to Thompson. James outside. Will it go? And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Wilson. He dishes it to George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 7.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Love with the screen for Irving, and it's Love, top of the key. And James gets it to go on the assist by Love. And it's 7 points for LeBron. Indiana's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Hill kicks to Freak. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Irving against Hill. Outside Wilson. Pick up by Hill. Now Wilson. Got it up. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says,
he sat us down maybe right before the first practice. And
when someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah. Following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court.